In terms of the two questions you posed, each are false. The number of forces is a judgment that was made as a result of General Franks developing his plan, working it with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, presenting it to me and the National Security Council and the President. It has been approved by everyone who's had a look at it. It's been described as an excellent plan. I'd be delighted to take credit for it, but it wouldn't be fair because it's a product that is essentially General Franks, but it certainly is the result of a lot of thought from a lot of very fine military planners. British?
Yes.
Yes. I would say one other thing. Resistance that's been encountered has been, in pockets, quite stiff. It's going to get more difficult. As we move closer to Baghdad, there's no question but that you're going to begin confronting the Republican Guard, and I would suspect that the most dangerous and difficult days are still ahead of us. You say, wouldn't you like more troops on the ground? There are more troops on the ground, and they're coming in every day. This has been planned. That was what his plan was. I haven't signed a new deployment order in days. These are deployments that people were alerted months ago. They were brought on active duty. They were trained. They have been loading their ships. They've been sending the ships over there. They've been loading themselves into airplanes and flying over there. And it's a steady stream of people. And there'll be as many people brought into that country as is necessary. But the one thing you can be certain of, it's going to end, and it's going to end with the Iraqi people liberated. And we will have done it, we hope and pray, in a way that we're proud of, with a minimum loss of human life on our side, the coalition side, as well as on the part of the innocent Iraqi people who in many respects are hostages to that vicious regime. The British forces are doing a superb job. There is just no question of it. The Basra, at the present time, is still not completely subdued. But the British forces are in there. They're getting increasing intelligence from local people in that city, telling them where the death squads are, where they can find these people that are shooting people. I shouldn't predict a time, but I can just tell you no, I'm not going to mention how long it'll take, but they're doing a great job, believe me.
Any guesstimate, Huddle?
I have my own guesses, but I don't do timetables.
Seymour Hersh is apparently saying in an upcoming issue of the New Yorker magazine that Donald Rumsfeld specifically overruled you because you were seeking a delay when it wasn't possible to use the bases in Turkey. Can you comment on that? And can you also characterize how difficult life has been made for you by that Turkey?
About the only comment I can make on the first part is that since I don't agree with the assertion, it's difficult for me to address it. In fact, we have talked, I think many of us, over the course of time, about the way this plan was put together. And in fact, there are very few people who know the truth of how this plan was put together. And as I mentioned to your colleague a little bit earlier, in fact, no one has driven the timing of this operation except the operational commander. I think that's the way we'd have it. That's certainly the way that I would have it. There's an expectation that the military commander will